And Russia has accused Ukrainian helicopters of attacking an oil depot in Belgorod in Russian territory. The Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says the alleged strikes do not create comfortable conditions for peace talks. Ukrainian officials have not confirmed the attacks, but video has emerged showing few tanks on fire. In the meantime, the Red Cross says top-level Ukrainian and Russian authorities have approved a plan for further evacuations from Mariupol. We have more in this report.
This trip to Mariupol has been described as desperately important by the Red Cross, with tens of thousands of people still trapped inside the city that has seen relentless bombardment by Russian troops. But the delayed mission is by no means guaranteed of success. Previous attempts to establish humanitarian corridors haven't worked because tentatively agreed ceasefires didn't hold. Meanwhile, President Vladimir Putin has signed a decree on new procedures for paying for Russian gas with, quote, unfriendly countries in rubles starting April 1.
Today, I have signed a decree that establishes the rules of trade in Russian natural gas with so-called unfriendly states. We offer counterparties from such countries a clear and transparent scheme. To purchase Russian natural gas, they must obey ruble accounts in Russian banks.
In the U.S., President Joe Biden has announced several initiatives to try and lower the price of gas. He contributed the high cost of gas to two issues: the COVID-19 pandemic and Putin's war.
I banned the Russian import of oil here in America. Republicans and Democrats in Congress called for it and supported it. It was the right thing to do. But I said at the time, it's going to come with a cost. As Russian oil comes off the global market, supply of oil drops and prices are rising. Now Putin's price hike is hitting Americans at the pump.
Still in the U.S., Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby spoke with newsmen, and during the briefing he was asked about reports coming out of Russia and the country's Ministry of Defense that thousands of people made to sign up for their armed forces will not be sent to Ukraine to fight in the war.
They had already been in a defensive posture before they began to reposition. As far as we can tell, the forces that remain around Kyiv are still largely in defensive positions.
Both Ukraine and Russia have now requested that Italy be among the guarantors of the implementation of an eventual peace agreement between Kyiv and Moscow, Premier Mario Draghi says. Mr. Draghi also defended the policy of supporting Ukraine and imposing sanctions on Russia following Moscow's invasion of its neighbor. And Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has thanked the Netherlands when speaking to members of parliament during a video link for the support already given to Ukraine.
The Second World War must never happen again, but everything is repeating itself. World War II started with an attack on a few countries, then bombs on Rotterdam and London. The shadow of Rotterdam hangs over many European countries. Ukraine is just the beginning. Russia has been preparing for this for years. As scary as it sounds, people are already getting used to it.
In the United Kingdom, Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said President Vladimir Putin is not the force he used to be and that Russia is a lesser country as a result of his actions.
President Putin is not the force he used to be. He is now a man in a cage that he built himself. He's isolated. He has international sanctions from all over the world against him. Russia is a lesser country rather than a greater country as a result of him knowingly and deliberately breaking international law by invading.
Similarly, still in the UK, military chief Sir Tony Radakin also says in many ways President Putin has already lost the war in Ukraine.